You're watching the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. Now here's your hosts, Tom, Nick, and Dave. It's you, it's me, it's N.R.D. It's you, it's me, it's N.R.D. Uh-huh. Let's start the show.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It's you, me, T, and D. Now, this week's episode is going to be a little different for me because we're on the road. You can see this is not actually the day. I'm not really in the Dave cave right now, okay? I'm actually at my future mother-in-law's house because my house has been invaded by pests. We have a pest problem at my house, and I don't know who let those pests in, what happened, but I've got a sneaking suspicion, bro, that some Kentucky Fried moron from Louisville decided to take my joke a little too far, bro, and send his farmyard animals flying into my house. And I don't appreciate that, Jim Cornette, okay? So listen to me, bro. You take your little croquis and your tennis racket, and you better get ready because I'm going to bring a New York size ass whooping, bro, to whoever I find out has infested my house. Now, my crown is under lock and key in my DTOF, the royal jewels, family jewels. So we'll have to make do with this little paper, but let it be known that you can take the king out of the cave, but you can't take the cave out of the king. Okay, you can't take my spirit either.
I don't know
Okay,
what that means.
neither do I, but it sounds impressive.
Is it safe to say that the seventh reign of Dave is off to a rocky start?
It's not off to a rotten start. Listen, this is what happens when you're the best. People are going to come at you. People are going to try to throw you off your game. This crown is queuing out too much on the green screen though, so just know I've got my crown here. Okay, let it be known. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, I traveled too. I'm upstairs.
What's that?
I traveled too. I'm upstairs.
Oh. Well, look at that. I'm not even in the same town as my house. We had a snake problem, but then I conjured up a spell, doubled them, and then made them sweet and sour. So how do you like that?
I mean, that's fine.
So boom, come at me. But on a positive note, hey, we got Young Bucks brawlers coming.
Mm-hmm.
So
no chase, right?
No chase. They're already bloody. How do you like that?
Are they pre-orders or limited?
They're pre-orders. So you'll have another week as of right now when the show goes live. They look fantastic. I've bought them already. I'm excited. $40 plus shipping.
Improvement from the last ones. Mm-hmm.
The gear is not as good because I love that splatter print. However, the faces are completely different. This is probably the most different the Young Bucks brawlers faces have looked since we've gotten. This is the 4th edition.
Yeah, but I think this is the 4th, right?
Yes, this is the 4th one. Although somebody complained like, we got another Young Bucks. I'm like, bro, Danhausen's got like 12. Cardona's got like 8, make it 9 now. Hornswoggle's got 5 or 6. Dan, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry we're not getting bootleg Sting and Undertaker micro brawlers from Pro Wrestling Tees. Not from Pro Wrestling Tees. Yeah. Not a licensed figure, pal. But no, I'm very excited. I think they look great.
They do.
Cool. I'm going to find out because I've never done this before. I'm buying the micro brawler protector case. I'm sorry, Lemonhead. I'm going to see how they if it ships separately or not from the Young Bucks brawlers. They're missing out on the fact that you can't add the protector case to the brawler when you buy it. I don't know why that's not
really?
A thing. No.
It used to be.
It used to be because I think it was the Macho Men brawlers. Like you could add the protector on each one.
Because it would make sense to get it like shipped in the protector that you want.
Yeah.
I wonder if you don't want to be bothered with that packaging. Yeah.
I don't know. They could already be like prepackaged in like plastic sleeve, and then they got to take it out and add it on, maybe. But yeah, so I mean, I only need one because I use it for the cards, but other than that, yeah, the Young Bucks brawlers. So basically we don't have the graphic up right now because obviously I'm displaced from my home, so my normal video editing won't be as good as what it is. But they're when they were in their white suits when they attacked Sting and Darby Allin prior to Revolution. They got covered in blood. They were spreading it all over them. They look fantastic. Matt's got his little hair tied back. Nick's got his little paperboy hat on and his Fu Manchu. They look fantastic. I'm very excited.
Sorry, I'm here. I just need water and another snack. I'm starving.
It's okay, Tom. You're allowed to be
I
hungry and
thought
thirsty. Even prisoners eat and drink.
shape shifted into a puppy dog.
I thought Tom shape shifted into a couch. I was gonna be like, man, I'd lie on that. But yeah, so that is not the only micro brawler that we got though. And I'd say this: the micro brawler that we found out about, we don't know when it's on sale. I would assume it either went on sale last night during his whatnot or will be on a future whatnot. Deathmatch King Matt Cardona is a thing that's happening, and I must tell you, that is right now. I looked at the brawlers that we've had released this year. That's my number one brawler of the year right there.
Really?
It's got a good chance. What else would you put that's been released so far? Anything that's been a pre-order, you're going to assume is going to be in hand by the end of the
Honky Tonk Man.
year. I'd have to see where we put Honky Tonk Man originally. I'd be curious to see if I can find that.
I have left these marshmallows out for 2 weeks to get them to go stale because I love stale marshmallows.
Okay.
And they're not stale yet.
Disrespectful.
Like Jet Puff, what are you doing? I guess it's because I only buy name brand stuff.
It's fair.
But like they've been open for like 2 weeks. And they're not stale.
But yeah, I think. But Tom, honestly, other than who do you think could outdo the Deathmatch King?
Dave, I haven't bought a brawler this year.
So the original Honky Tonk Man, when we ranked 242 brawlers the first time we ever did it, was 57. Just saying. So
I get that. That makes sense. It looks, it's him. It's him.
Yeah, I think that was in the range of like it's him. It's clearly him. Does it have the detail that you're excited about? But
yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the Deathmatch King one. Like, I'm not buying brawlers, but like, I'm excited to see it.
When you come to my wedding, I'll make sure I have it in my pocket.
I'm not coming to your wedding, Dave. You said I'm not your baby.
I said the thing in the Patreon chat. We could be the flower dudes.
Dave won't let me be the best man. Why would I go?
I think flower dudes is the role for us, Tom.
No, and Danielle will vouch for this. The flower girl is my niece, and she'd beat the shit out of both of you if you tried to take that from her.
I met her. She's really cute. But more importantly, I could be your best man. But it doesn't matter because I'm so hurt. I'm bringing both puppets and maybe a third puppet to the wedding.
A third puppet?
Maybe.
Flower puppets.
The Fluppets?
I could bring a third puppet.
I didn't know you had a third puppet.
That's like a whole nother infestation of a different kind.
I don't, but I can.
So we got Harold, we got Gerald.
Don't worry about it.
Werald.
All
right, so actually,
Fitzgerald.
So I'm doing this thing with Harold at Pure Pro Wrestling. I'm 18th in Holland, Michigan. And there's another, I don't know, I don't care. No one watches this. That's going to be there. The guy.
Do we have names yet?
The guy who I'm, what?
Do we have names yet of your opponent?
Yeah. So the guy who I'm doing something with, I came up with a really, he got a puppet. He made a puppet for this. And I got a name for his puppet that is moderately offensive. So he goes by Mr. One Night Only.
Oh God.
And I said he should name his puppet Mr. Morning After.
There we go.
Is his finishing move Plan B?
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's the
It has to be. I don't know. I don't know what his finishing move is. I'm getting real excited for it because like I have no ability in anything. I'm not skillful. But like this Mr. One Night Only dude, like I know he's a bad guy in wrestling. This dude's so nice. Like he's always so nice to me. And he's really sweet. And like I trust him. And I flat out told him, I'm like, I fought in a cage once. I've been in a bunch of fights on like out and about and
I'm from New
skateboarded
Jersey.
my whole life. I pretty much said, I'm like, I don't really care about my physical well-being, and I trust you. So like, we can do whatever you want.
You
So
should
I don't
do
know.
it.
I have no idea what's gonna happen. I think we're gonna figure it out the day of.
So now that I have his name, should I cut a Vince Russo promo on him, like
No,
personalized?
I think we need to get this guy on the podcast with this puppet.
Mr.
I
One
don't
Night
know.
Only.
I don't know.
Mr.
I don't know
One
if the puppet's gonna be like public news
Oh,
because he hasn't announced anything yet.
so we film it retroactively. We'd be like, yeah, we had this after, let it be released after the fact.
I do want to have him on after we do it so we could talk about it.
Tom's just wrapped in a body cast at the hospital. Like it doesn't work because of this green screen. But he's got an arm and a leg like all hung up, whatnot.
Yeah.
But no, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited. What date is that again, Tom?
May 18th.
Oh,
Oh, it's coming.
it's next Saturday. It's this
No.
Saturday. According to by the time this releases, it'll be this Saturday.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay.
Oh
Cool.
shit, yeah. That's why we do this show, folks. Keep Tom on his feet. So
Dude, I got so much going on. We
I
have
know
no
you
idea.
do. I know you do, Tom.
I
So
can't
do
talk
I.
about. I can't talk about it on the air, but I got a lot of shit going on.
I got new business cards.
That's cool. Put your phone number on the other side.
It is.
Let's see it.
Wait, I can show you the pen.
I have your phone number.
I'll cover up my oh no, it's not showing. But I got pens that have my name on them.
Dave Canning, 914
Tom?
325
Tom?
9
Tom? Don't do it.
1 3 7.
Tom. Well, that's the number to call, folks. For 100 number caller 100 will win 2 tickets to Pure Pro Wrestling and accompany Tom and Harold to the ring.
I have no idea what number I just said.
Call the number. Let them know who sent you. That it was Tom Sasso and Mr. One Night Only.
Honestly, yeah. Call that number and tell him I sent. I don't care. And
tell him Tom says hi.
no, because don't tell him my last name because I'm very easy to find on the internet.
It's Tom.
Like, just tell him that Tom
Selleck.
Tom Canning said hi.
I mean, you picked the one name that I don't have related to me. So, great way to go, Tom. Proud of you, buddy.
That?
Burp.
Big old fart.
Oh, the fart. Oh, I thought it was burp.
No, I have IBS, so it comes out the other end.
Hey, it happens, man.
You're telling me.
Listen, right before this broadcast happened, I was like, oh, I wonder if there's any wrestlers in there because I got to go to the bathroom.
You guys hear, speaking of wrestling, and since I guess we are a wrestling show, you hear that like AEW or it's an ROH taping with like Sky Blue and I don't know I think Rachel Ellering and like Aubrey. Some fans were like screaming some inappropriate stuff at them during the match. And
Unfortunately,
afterwards, like Aubrey went off on him and security escorted him out. And like, I'm just wondering like why security wouldn't do something sooner.
I don't know.
And like a lot of the comments are like, oh, the heels went through this, that, and the other thing back in the day. And I'm like, that's cool. But like, oh shit, the dog's hungry. But like it's a different time. Times change. We don't talk like that to people anymore.
Yep.
So I'm gonna say this before I go feed my dog really quick.
Yep.
Male fans of wrestling, I get it that like you're so fragile that you've got to project on other people, but like maybe stop being such a piece of shit and stop being gross and like sexually predatory. Like just like enjoy the show. Oh wow, you're going to see her butt cheek. Like that's Sky Blue's outfit. You're going to see a butt cheek. Just enjoy it and shut your goddamn mouth. Like it's you don't need to be gross. You don't need to be like and say all this stuff. Treat people with respect. Look, but don't touch and don't say anything. Like it's fine. It's fine. Literally, and you're like a lot of the comments. I'm really mad about this. A lot of the comments on Twitter are like, "Well, look what they're wearing." Blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Look what they're wearing." Adam Cole and MJF and the Ultimate Warrior, they all come into the ring in underwear.
Yeah, and if you saw their butt cheeks, you'd be like, "Ew, cover up! Come on, guys."
Exactly. I'm gonna go feed this creature.
That's fine. You know what? I think we can all blame one guy for how we treated women in the '90s, and it was Vince Russo, bro. When Vince Russo was booking women's matches, bro, if they weren't fighting for the love and affection of a man, what were they even fighting for, bro? I mean, we wanted to see them in their lingerie because 98% of the male wrestling fan population hasn't seen a woman in lingerie outside of the Victoria's Secret catalog, bro. It just was the 90s. But yeah, guys, seriously, don't be perverts. You nasty people. You will get called out on it. Be a better human being. Okay.
It's not hard to treat women with respect.
Yes, exactly. I mean, like, I know that a lot of wrestling fans don't treat themselves with respect, so to treat somebody else with respect is just as difficult, but it's not difficult to be a good person. Looking at you, Jim Cornette, okay?
Also,
Piece
like,
of shit.
there's a way where, like, and I think this goes on as fans, is like, there's a way to, like, for, like, heels to get heat and, like, fans to give them shit without, like, crossing the line.
Yep.
I do work with a soccer team in town, and I heckle the crap out of the other teams. Do you know what I say to them? It's all self-deprecating humor. I'm like, you're more disappointing than my SAT scores, or like, oh my gosh, man, this reminds me of what it felt like when my parents left me. Like, or like, you look like you think skim milk is an option.
Have you ever seen Mighty Ducks 3, Tom?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, just making sure. So you know when Kenny Wu tries to get Russ to teach him to talk trash, and he goes, "Okay, first off, man, you got to pick a target. Hey, Raph, pick a different target, man.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Hey, 42. You don't play real well. Oof, really hurt him there, Ken. Really hurt him there.
Speaking of the refs, there's this one ref who's incredibly handsome with wildly muscular quads, who
shout out to my brother-in-law Steve.
I give him the business, right? And it's always playful. And I got there and he's like, "You're late," because I was running late because I had come straight from work. And he's like,
"You're late."
He's like, "You bring your cards?" I have red and yellow cards. I go, "No, I left them at home." And he's like, "Oh man, some fan you are." So halftime comes, I go get food from the food truck. I come back. He's walking out to the field. He goes, "Hey, I got something for you." He gave me his cards, and at the end of the game, he would not take them back.
Oh.
And these are the real ones. I got mine at Dick's Sporting Goods. These are like FIFA.
Let's get the official FIFA ones.
Yeah.
That was adorable because I did see you at some point just going like holding up a card on a guy.
Dude, this is my thing. I just give cards to people now.
Have you ever seen? There's a guy on TikTok. He throws flags in real life, like football. They're like flag on the play. The woman's supposed to be walking on the inside of the curb.
Is this American football or is this European football, Dave?
Oh. Well, European football is called soccer. Bro, we would not call if you're talking football, bro. We're talking about the New York Giants.
Speaking of Europe, I may have had a heckle that was a little too far last night.
Oh God, GL wee wee PP.
The goalie on the other team was from England, so I kept going, "Hey, keeper, keeper, keeper," and he'd look at me and I go, "How's it feel that your queen's dead?"
Jesus. you know, it'd be really great if you went, hey, keeper, my great grandpa kicked your great grandpa's ass. 76, baby.
A bald eagle flew over the field, and I said, "Hey, keeper, it's a sign. It's a sign. Let freedom ring." We got our asses handed to us 3-0.
Oh God.
It's
what level of soccer is it? Is this like an independent league? Do they have any sort of affiliation?
It's the Midwest Premier League, so it's like a semi-pro adult league, and it's like all like Michigan and Indiana, I guess North Indiana, like teams are in our conference, and it's
Tom is like their mascot, basically, right?
I am absolutely their mascot.
The Tulip City Toms. It's not like the mascot. He is like the guy you see that like they cut to during the NFL American football draft. They always have the super fans. Like
Oh
I'm sure the
yeah,
Commanders have a guy. The Buccaneers
Mhm.
have a couple of Pirate guys.
Yeah, we got like the
There's
pig guys.
so you have the pig
They
guys.
wrote my name into one of the chants that we do.
Tom says hi. Tom says hi. TOM.
No, it's like a soccer song. It's really fun. I don't know it because I
It's
don't.
like watching Backlash.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's pretty wild. Watched Backlash twice. Still don't remember a lick of French.
I finally like was able to watch clips of that and hear the crowd.
It was like watching a soccer match.
They need to do that after every major pay-per-view.
Like, oh,
Like every quarter they need to go overseas after the Rumble. They need to do it after Mania. They need to do it after SummerSlam. They need to do it after Survivor Series. And I think if they did those 4, those fans they were so good.
well, I think that's kind of the plan.
I don't know.
Because Elimination Chamber was after the Rumble, was in Australia. Backlash was in France after Mania. Bash in Berlin, I think, is like the weekend before All Out. And SummerSlam is the beginning of August. Bash in Berlin is at the end of August.
Okay.
But more so, it's definitely got to be the Mania after the pay-per-view after Mania.
Yeah.
Because like I said last week, that's the show where you don't expect anybody to really nothing of significance to happen.
Yeah.
So,
but I even think if they did that and had something significant happen, like
I think you should, because eventually, like, you look at the Saudi Arabia shows, like nothing was canon for like the first 5 shows, and then the Fiend won the title. Like, oh, these do count. Okay, so you got to give them something. But.
Yeah, I think if they do like a big surprise, this person's here. Wow, I think would be really cool. So,
Uncle Howdy.
I mean, they did get Tonga Loa.
Yeah, Tonga Loa.
I was, people aren't excited about that, I feel. And I don't think they realize, like, I was never a big Gorillas of Destiny guy, because to me, they've always been a mid-card. They didn't deserve the pushes that they were getting in New Japan. I think they can really bring a little bit more oomph to the mid-card, like, tag division and stuff. So I'm really excited for them, and I really hope they go by Gorillas of Destiny.
I don't expect them to go by Gorillas of Destiny, just because of, like, I know New Japan is very close with their copyrights and whatnot. Like, Kazuchika Okada had to take down all his shirt designs and whatnot because they were property of New Japan. Like, they can say Bullet. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, New Japan is even, like, super strict on, like, photo use on, like, YouTube videos. Like, I've seen, like, certain companies like be like, yeah, we can't show you, like if somebody does like a recap of Raw, they'll show you like the screen grabs of the match. When they can't do that for like Wrestle Kingdom or Dominion or stuff like that. New Japan's so high on that, but yeah, I think once SmackDown happened a couple of days ago, I think people will start to warm up to Tonga Loa, because again, it was one of those people that everyone was expecting Jacob Fatu. So yes, those of us who can appreciate wrestling were excited because we got something nobody expected, and it's pretty huge to those of us who were in the know of what happened. But at the same time, there's that group of people like, no, it's supposed to be Jacob Fatu. This isn't where Tonga Loa shows up in the story. It's not what I want.
I read, I don't know how much truth this is, if internet rumors or not, that they were worried about debuting Jacob Fatu because they thought he was going to overshadow Toa Sikoa or whatever.
I read that too.
I've heard he's like, I've never watched a Jacob Fatu match, but I've heard he will be the best wrestler of everyone in the bloodline.
He'll run circles around everyone.
I'm excited to see it, because I've seen like clips and whatnot, like him like highline. Like, I've never watched a match end to end. So
he's really exciting. And I anticipate he's signed already, but I think they're gonna let things play out a little bit before they bring him in, and they're going to bring him in at the right moment, and I think it's going to lead into Survivor Series.
Yeah,
they're going to bring him in much earlier than Survivor Series, but I think Survivor Series we're going to get Bloodline versus Bloodline.
Yeah,
because the Usos are eventually probably going to join back with Roman, I would imagine, right? And it'd be like the
Yes.
Usos and Roman as the baby faces going against
Yep.
the new bloodline.
So you could do because this is what
Team
I've
Roman
heard.
versus Team Rock, right?
Well, you could do Team Roman versus Team Rock, but then you'd be short a guy on Team Roman's side.
Sammy,
Well,
man.
no, so you'd have Sammy, the Usos, and Roman. That's only 4, and then you do Gorillas, Fatu.
Do we think Jacob
and
Fatu is
Solo.
going to join? You think Jacob Fatu would join Solo and Girls Destiny?
Yes, 100%.
Interesting.
Because I think the goal is they want to push Solo as the guy. Or you know what could happen if they're afraid that Jacob Fatu is going to overshadow Solo, because Jacob, like Solo's been saying, like by orders of the tribal chief, Jacob Fatu is the guy. He's the guy.
Mm-hmm.
So
if we've got Solo, Jacob, Gorillas of Destiny.
that's 4. Roman, Sammy, Usos. That's 4. 4 on 4.
I don't think Sammy doesn't make sense to me.
He already did. Danielle's saying Sammy would never go back.
I don't think it would. It doesn't make sense to me. Why would he now?
Well, because it's Jay. Because I think they're slowly going to tell the story of Jay Uso and Jimmy getting back together.
And you think Sammy's going to have something to do with it?
I think he'll be like, well, how Sammy had to fight, like nobody wanted to give Jay a chance, and Sammy was like, no, guys, he's cool, he's good, and now, Sammy's got to help Jay help
But are the
Jimmy.
Usos really going to get on board with Roman again?
I think they could, because they're just seeing all the chaos that's happening in their wig,
Yeah.
And I think they eventually get back together just because everybody's dream match has always been the Gorillas of Destiny versus the Usos. It's like always been the dream match that everybody talked about. So you would think that they would.
And now I'm also hearing a rumor that they want to bring in Hikuleo when his contract expires at the end of August. I'm like, I don't really care about him.
Just give an open invitation to anybody that with any kind of Samoan heritage.
Tongans, Samoans, all alike.
I don't think Hikuleo is that good.
No, he's not. He's nowhere near as good.
He's not even Tongaloa good.
He honestly looks like Samoan Kevin Nash. Like he just doesn't give a shit. He thinks he looks really cool, but he's just
uncomfortable.
Like, bro, it's Scott Hall. It's really cool. It's Tamatonga.
But what if they did? Cool. What if hear me out? What if they did this? What if they did like Bullet Club?
Like
AJ, Finn, Gorillas of Destiny.
That's why I keep the camera waist up, because
do we think that can happen? Do we think like, I don't know, in like a year or two that we can see like the WWE Bullet Club and then throw Gallows and Anderson?
You know, it'd be really
if they
dope
still have it.
If you did an elimination chamber, right? Finn and the Good Brothers against Gorillas of Destiny and somebody else that's been Rocky Romero.
I got one. Shane McMahon, Rodney, Pete Gas, and Joey Abs. That's 4 right there. That's exactly what you need.
Fans, that drop-in was brought to you by AquaCare Pool Services. We care because we scare.
Shane McMahon, he was at the Yankees game. That should make you happy, Dave.
Makes me distraught, because the man was sitting in the bleachers, clearly strapped for cash. They don't have backs out there. Okay,
the bleachers, man. What's wrong with the bleachers? That's good.
It's where the broke people sit. I'm not broke. I'm a DJ.
Good hot dogs.
The 999 challenge. We should do that during a pay-per-view. The 999.
What is that?
Oh well, Tom would need to get. Tom would need a hot dog. So during a baseball game, it's 9 innings, right, Tom?
Yes.
So there's a 999 challenge: 9 hot dogs, 9 beers in 9 innings.
That's easy.
No, it's not, because I saw a video. Like, I guess that's a thing in Colorado. Like, you can buy a pass and they'll punch your, like, it's almost like when you go like at a bar crawl and they punch your card, and they punch it, and the guys and like They were all like, "Yeah, I got to the 5th hot dog and I'm done." And then they cut to the fucking most out of shape guy in their friend group, and he's like, "I did it, I did it."
That's easy. No, I could do it. If I eat meat, that's easy.
If I could do it in the comfort of my own home,
Yeah,
and
because
I can't, it can't be like a 2.5 hour
I'm
ball
not
game.
going to watch baseball because I'm going to be pooping so much because I got IBS.
Yeah. So you're gonna need me like, "Tom, here's your next hot dog," just under the toilet.
You gotta like Joey Chestnut it and like dip it in the beer, soften the bread
God.
up so that you can.
Oh,
All right.
speaking of
So
hot dogs, I got to poop soon, so we got to wrap this up.
yeah, no, same here. So, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully by next week I will have the Royal Dave Cave back. We'll be back out there, everyone. Okay, the crown, the real crown will be back. Hopefully, we'll be back in my house. I swear to God, I better be back in my house, bro. I swear to God, Jim, if I'm not in my house by this weekend, I'm going to come to Lexington, Louisville, Kentucky, where the fuck you are in the middle of nowhere. They probably filmed signs, bro. Okay, and I will wring your tennis racket neck. I will murder whoever sent these things into my house.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for this week's show. On behalf of Nick, the Godfather, the fairy godfather of micro brawlers, Dave, the voice of New York for DJing and yelling at pests, me, Tom, the one who says hi most often. I just want to say subscribe and like the video and leave a comment on how much you hate one of us, because that's the thing that we get. And then also subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/WNRDB, or the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. You can find it for like $1 a month. And then if you do more than that, you could be in our group chat, which is really fun. And if you're curious about all the shit that's going on in my life, I talk about it there, because guess what? We're fucking friends. So pay money and you could be our friend. You could be our friend without paying money, but you can't be in our big friend group without paying.
Doesn't hurt.
And then go to prowrestlingtees.com/the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast to buy your favorite shirt and maybe a hat, and maybe other things that we might have, like tank tops. And then like us on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. And then if you want, you can Venmo me money at Tom Sasso, TOMSASSO, because that'd be cool if you want to send me money. And then like my good friend, like my very good friend, Duran says, when a problem comes around, you must whip it. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. God bless America.